for my second video, and in this video I'm going to talk about things that I like, things that I have, and things that happen to me throughout my life. So, I'll start with hobbies. I like photography. I like taking pictures and videos and just having fun with a camera. I also like hiking. I like going up in the mountains and hiking around and just looking at all the beautiful, awesome things out there. I also like riding bikes. I like riding bikes with my friends throughout town and everything down here in Boise. And I also like working out. I like trying to get bigger and better at things and working out and getting stronger. I also like jeeping. Me and my family call it jeeping, where we go off-roading, take jeeps off-road and just drive around, go through towns and stuff, and just look at all different things. What I drive is a 2004 Jeep Wrangler TJ. Before I thought about becoming a YouTuber, I always wanted to go in the military. I wanted to go in the Air Force, but I found out that I never didn't know what I wanted to do in the Air Force, so I never looked too far ahead. So I always I should try entrepreneur or become a YouTuber or something. So that's what I'm doing right now, making a YouTube video, trying to help me become bigger and better. Some of my favorite sports teams for football, I like the Green Bay Packers, and of course I like Boise State because that's our team here in Idaho. And then for basketball, I like the Golden State Warriors because, I don't know, my brother likes them, so I like them because they're a pretty good team. I like the Boston Red Sox for baseball. I've always liked them because they're different. They don't win too much, they don't lose too much, so they're like right there in between. And my uncle has always been like the biggest Red Sox fan, so I kind of like them for that reason too, because my uncle liked them for so long. Some of my favorite types of food is American and Chinese food. I like hamburgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, all that stuff. It's amazing. Some types of movies I like are comedy and action adventure. I like comedy because they make me laugh and they're just funny. And then I like action adventure because I like that action and it gets you like thrilled for some parts of the movie, and I think it's just awesome. And the biggest injury I've ever had. So I was around 5'6", and we lived in Meridian, Idaho, and we had this big dog. And one day, this dog jumped on my back, and my brother took a golf club and tried to hit the dog off my back, but hit me right across my head. And I have the biggest scar. I remember it. It was horrible, but thinking back on it, it's not that much kids get hit with golf clubs. So I think that's awesome. And then some sports that I do are, I like golfing, and last year I did cross country. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this year, but I really enjoy running, especially my sister, because she has always been the biggest runner because of my aunt. And I did it in 6th grade, so now I'm going to 10th grade. And so last year I did it, and then 3 years ago I did it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do it this year, but golf. I have golfed for nearly 10 years now. So when I was 6, I started golfing because my dad does golf, my grandpa does golf, my other grandpa does golf, my uncles, everybody in my family does golf. It's like a big thing in our family. So I've always stuck with golf. And then so last year I played on the CUNA golf team, and I'm not that bad, but I'm also not that good. So I'm JV. I'm on JV, so junior varsity, and then if somebody didn't show up on varsity, I would be on varsity. So I was pretty good, and sometimes I didn't play my best, but I tried my best, so that's all that counts. And then I am doing online school, so I go through K-12 online school, and I started that the second semester of last year, and I'm doing that again this year. So I take all my classes online, and then every other day I go to the CUNA High School for one class every day, or every other day, so I can be still part of the school system, I guess, and that will help me in the future if I want to go back to school, because I'm still enrolled in the school. And the class I do there is called JROTC. It's an Air Force military class where they talk about planes and World War II and Vietnam War and like every war that has the Air Force that have been in the war. And so I think that's awesome, so that's why I do that. And then most of the time on online school, I get up around 8:30, and then I'm done around 10:30, 12. So it's not that long. It's way shorter than actual school, so that's one thing I really like about it. And then, so since now I'm starting YouTube, I'll have more time to make videos so I have more time to make videos because I'm not stuck in school. So that will really help. And then when I start vlogging and stuff, I can just like get up around 8:30, do my schoolwork, and leave. So I can go have fun or do what I want for that day and video the whole thing. So that's going to really help me out this year. So that's one thing I'm happy and glad that I'm doing online school. And the reason why I'm doing online school is because last year I had like a really hard time. Like I struggled a lot with schoolwork because most of my teachers, like I didn't fail my classes, but most of my teachers were like not, they weren't helpful, and so I didn't get the best grade in the class because I didn't know most of the time what they're talking about, or I would ask a question and they'd be like, oh, I don't know, you have to go ask somebody. So that's why I moved to online school. And then I started a little late on online school, like a month or two late of the second semester online school, so that I really struggled with that because they made me go redo like all my stuff that everybody else has already been over, and so that made me like way behind because I had to do all that stuff and then keep getting caught up. And I was caught up for about, it took me till, so I started February 8th, 9th, and then it took me around spring break, which was like March, the last week of March, and I was caught up till then. And then they, so from the school, the CUNA High School down here and the K-12 school, their spring breaks are different weeks. So K-12 is 2 weeks before the last day of March, and then the CUNA school is the very last week of March. So that really screwed me up because all my brothers and sisters and stuff had school. They had spring break when I had to go to school, so it kind of sucked because my family went and did all this stuff. So of course I was going to go with them, and then that made me get a little bit behind. And then after that, my grandma came down and spent like a week with us so my parents could go to Vegas, and I had to help my little brother, and we potty trained him and all that stuff when my parents were gone, which was pretty fun, but pretty hard because he didn't want to. But